and you really must tune in. He's ironic, iconic, many bionic. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Genius. He's a genius.
Hello ladies and gents, this is Michael Burhan from RetroUnlim.com and NerdGenius.com of course, and I'm here with Chris Barrie from the British Empire and also Red Dwarf. Pleasure to meet you. It's been a lifelong dream here for myself. Now let me ask you a question. What made you sort of migrate over to kind of be a character like Harold Rimmer? He's obnoxious, he's completely arrogant.
Hang on, Arnold Rimmer.
Yes, I do apologise.
Arnold is my brother who's really good at everything.
Well, what?
And for that, we don't like him. But hopefully one day Rimmer will pass those exams and go up the ziggurat and be better than all the other Rimmer brothers.
So how long has it been? How long has it been since he's been trying to get those exams and get himself passed?
Well, it's 27 years or virtually about, isn't it? Really, 1988 was first transmission of Series 1, I think. So he's been striving for quite some time.
So about the show's success, because you guys had a resurgence recently with the show coming on today. What has that been like? Because it must have been amazing to see that fans still think of it from like the moment season 1 happened.
It's always quite tricky, doing a comeback really, because you don't want to spoil the legacy of the original series. But we were very pleased with Series 10, and I think the audience were pleased with it. So we're really happy to sort of be back and hopefully doing maybe even more series in the future. But yeah, it was a long break, but funnily, as soon as you get the costumes on, start a bit of banter, it's quite easy to get back into it.
So what was the sort of kind of the challenge with getting back into those roles? Was it one of those things where you just put the suit on and you're back, or was it kind of something that you had to adjust to again?
No, as I say, it was as soon as the suit goes on, as soon as you start rehearsing a bit of dialogue, you're straight back into it.
And tell us a little bit about the British Empire. How did that concept come together?
Well, that was something that I think was offered to the BBC as a script before I arrived, and I think there might have been a few people ahead of me, but they, thank goodness, they didn't want to do it.
But that's, again, with that show, it was such comedic genius from yourself, and he was a character that was kind of similar in a sense to Rimmer himself, but kind of a polar opposite as well. He seemed very nice, but very dim at the same time.
Yeah, he was. I would say that Rimmer's parents told him that he was terrible at everything, and British's parents told him he was brilliant at everything, and it kind of ends up turning him into the same similar sort of anally retentive goit, Anyway, they've both been great shows, and I've been very lucky to have those roles.
So, last question for you: is there anything in the future for yourself?
There are a few projects around, most actors would say that, oh yes, I've got a few projects. I'm not sure whether those projects, to be quite honest, hopefully no one who's connected to them is watching, but I really don't think that they're going to be as good as Red Dwarf or British, which, have been, great, as I say, I'm very fortunate to have done them. So, probably, if I was a betting person, I'd say the next thing you'll probably see me in could well be Red Dwarf.
Well, I hope so, and I hope, for many years to come, they'll allow sort of Dave to put on those series, because it's been amazing, and it's been amazing to have you guys back.
Well, thank you very much for chatting with me today.
And one last thing I'd like to do for you. Would you be able to do something for a friend of mine, big fan of yours? His name's Dave Wade, and he's got a catchphrase, Sexy Biscuits. Could you look at the camera for me and say to Dave, Sexy Biscuits for me?
Dave, Sexy Biscuits.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
2, 1, 0.